Hey friends, this is Coach Roger, you live younger, longer health coach. Hope you're doing well today. And for all of those that are coming back, I welcome you back. And newcomers, thanks for being here. May this be an inspiration to you to make some changes in your health and help us build a community of seniors helping seniors live younger, longer. The title of today is Never Quit. Yep, never quit. These are two words I want you to remember today. If you're 55, 65, 70, or beyond, I've got some good news for you. It's not too late to live lean. And it's certainly not too late to make another deposit into your individual retirement account for health. Welcome back, friends. Welcome back. This is the second episode in our August series as we build something I believe can become very special. And that is a community of seniors helping seniors live younger, longer. That's you and me. We've talked about being accountability partners for each other. Well, maybe there's, I might know my audience is seniors from 55 on up, the strongest being the 65 and over. So you've got experience. You've got experience and maybe ideas that other people need to know about. And that's what I want to do with this community. I'm excited about it. I think you should be too. I hope you are too, and will help us create it and make it bigger. Think about this for a minute. We know that eating more fruits and veggies is one of the best things we can do to live better, be healthier, and possibly stave off chronic disease. Yes, it's proven fact that fruits and vegetables are the number one prevention against chronic disease. It's food, real food. We know physical activity is one of the best ways to beat heart attacks and to live younger and longer. But why don't we do it? If we know these things help, why aren't the streets and the parks just filled with people overflowing? I live on a small street here, cul-de-sac on one end and dead end on the other, going into a farmer's field. And there's maybe two or three of us that walk. That's it. And one lady across the street's got a baby, and she's doing great. But where? Why doesn't everybody do it? I don't understand. Why aren't more people doing it? Why aren't more people growing gardens and eating fresher produce? I think there's a simple answer. We've convinced ourselves that it's too late because that's part of society, part of advertising and everything else. You know, the geriatric group, right? AARP starts at 55. Heck, 55, that's my kid's age. That's young. I didn't think about it. But it's not too late to take charge of your health and start. Never quit means start where you are. You don't have to run a marathon. You don't have to become a bodybuilder. And you know you can't completely change your life tomorrow. But you can start with a walk. You can go outside. You can drink more water. You can eat one more serving of fruits and vegetables. Call a friend. Be grateful. Be grateful. That friend will be grateful too that you called. Coming to life with gratitude makes a heck of a difference in how you feel and how you think. Go to church. If you aren't a churchgoer, I strongly urge you to do that. My faith, I grew in my faith. When I was a young man, I didn't go to church. But thankfully, I did for some friends. And yeah, I walk with the Lord. And it's good. It's part of your attitude. Pray. Do something that makes you feel alive. That's what living lean is all about. You know it. L is for lifestyle. E is exercise. A is attitude. And N is nutrition. And there's and here's the important part. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to keep making more deposits than you're making withdrawals. I've talked before about the 30 fruits and vegetables and berries that are part of the Juice Plus superfood capsules. I created 3 playlists several years ago, one for fruits, one for veggies, one for berries, with a health benefit of each one of the 30 fruits and vegetables. And I did that because, I touted it. Hey, take this superfood. It's 30 fruits and veggies, the phytonutrients, blah, blah, blah. Well, I wanted to know. So I did. And in our August presentation here in our series of not quitting, I'm bringing these out in our conversations. Not because I want to lecture you, but because I want to give you simple information you can understand. Here's an example of one of the veggies from one of the playlists. It's from healthline.com, and it gives 14 health benefits found in broccoli. I gotta admit, I wish it tasted better, but I've learned to eat it, and I know it's doing my body good, especially my heart. You want something else? Check out blueberries. They are even more powerful than broccoli. Yeah. We'll share another one with you next week. This is just another resource for our community where they can go and learn about each one of these. They don't have to go and search through all kinds of pages on the internet. I got it down. If they want to know more, they can go, you can look it up and get the 15 benefits or however many there were, and something that may be specific to you, something that's causing you problems. So let's change gears for a minute here and talk about the third part of good health. The first part is mind and body, and the third part is spirit. My faith is an important part of my life, a very strong part of my life, and mine and my wife's and my family's. Today's verse, I do a morning devotion every day, and today's verse of the day fits right in with today's message. The verse is from Galatians 6, verse 9. And here it is. Let us not grow weary of doing good, for in due season we will reap if we do not give up. Let me repeat that. Let us not grow weary of doing good, for in due season we will reap if we do not give up. It's a clear message from the good book. Never quit. Never quit. God doesn't quit on you. Don't quit on yourself. The point of our community is sharing the belief that aging well is possible and that community rocks. Community is important for everything we do in life. Where you live, it just is. And it's, loneliness kills. We had a whole video on that one. So, I know many people in their 80s, and I'm one of them, that decided they're going to keep moving, keep working, keep creating, keep serving, keep learning, keep contributing. And I've also seen what happens on the reverse side of this. When someone says, well, I'm too old now, I guess I'll just sit down. I've seen it. Maybe you've seen it. And I know with all the seniors I'm talking to, you probably have seen it. Maybe you saw it with your parents. And that's sad if you did. Growing old is inevitable. Deciding declining is not something we have to simply accept. We not be able to to control everything that happens to us, but we can control many of the deposits we make every day. Again, we come back to lifestyle, L, E, exercise, attitude, nutrition, and yes, our spirit. The three things of health: mind, body, spirit. So here's what I want to know from you today. Not what your doctor says, not what your spouse says, not what somebody on television says. What is one thing you refuse to quit on? What is one thing you refuse to quit on? Maybe it's walking. Maybe it's getting stronger. Maybe it's eating better. Maybe it's traveling. Maybe it's sleeping better. Maybe it's serving people. Maybe it's your faith. Faith gets us through a lot. Tell me in the comments, because that's how we're going to build this community. Seniors helping seniors. You've got a story. If you're in your 60s, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, you got a story. And you got a story that's probably that's worth listening to. If you don't tell us on this community, tell your family. They need to know. So please, put down one thing that you're not willing to quit on. And just never quit. Never quit. So remember, in closing, as Hippocrates said, let food be thy medicine and medicine be thy food. Thanks for tuning in. God bless. Subscribe, like, and share. Help grow our community by commenting on one thing you refuse to quit on. Remember, we're not just growing older, we're growing stronger together. This is Seniors Helping Seniors Live Younger Longer. I'll see you next week. Take care.